Stronger teams, smarter plays. This is Hustle and Heart. Let's get to work.
Season Journal, Entry 4. The rhythm's there now, but coach won't let us mistake rhythm for resilience. He says anyone can look sharp in the first quarter. What matters is who's still standing in the fourth. This week, the word was prehab, not rehab, prehab. Athletes are out there foam rolling, stretching, taping up before a big game, not the exciting stuff, but crucial. We've got our own version. 10 minutes before shift, we slow it down, run those boring basics, and catch cracks before they turn into breaks. Dana? She bought in instantly, led a 2-minute prehab before client calls. Suddenly, everybody sounded calmer. Eddie? Well, he grumbled. Thought it was a waste. By noon, guess who was scrambling, fixing mistakes the prehab warm-up would have caught? Maybe he learns, maybe not. But the rest of us? We felt stronger, not from grinding harder, but from thinking ahead, being proactive, working smarter. Coach says, that's our new kind of toughness. And it starts way before anything breaks.
I love this. Prehab over rehab. Look, every crew has got an Eddie, right? The I don't need warm-ups type. But let's be real. In sports, the best hit those basics. Every single day. Have you ever watched pro athletes before a game? It's not just stretching for Instagram. They roll, warm up, run weird little drills. It looks silly, but research says warm-ups cut injuries by 30 to nearly 40%. That's real improvement. And here's the twist. Business has its version too. My old crew, if we skipped the pre-shift checklist, man, we'd spend the whole day playing catch-up. A little 2-minute pause, even a quick team huddle, saves you from fixing disasters later.
Jake, I'm with you, but let's get specific. In sports and at work, rehab, recovering after something breaks, is a drag. It's expensive, slow, and it crushes your momentum. But prehab, that's prevention. In football, it's foam rolling and strength drills before practice. In business, that's your checklist, your system warm-up, or even just pausing to double-check your calendar before the meetings start piling up. It's these simple habits. Run the basics, so you avoid the big messes. And let's admit it, half the challenge is getting buy-in from the Eddies on the team.
Let's play this out. Miles, you be Eddie, the skeptic. I'll be Dana, team lead. Jake, you drive the scene.
All right, Eddie, you just rolled in. 10 minutes before shift. Dana's about to lead the morning prehab. What do you do?
Honestly, I'm thinking, why are we standing around talking? There's orders to pick, invoices to send. Can't this wait?
Eddie, I hear you, but today we're running the 2-minute prehab together. Quick schedule review, check the day's big moves, and scan for any potholes. We're not wasting time, we're being proactive, so we're not firefighting later.
By noon, half the crew's sharper. Details handled. Surprises? No problem. Eddie, he forgot to let a customer know we were coming today and spent 3 hours driving there to fix it. The rest of us? Smoother day, no mistakes, no callbacks, happy customers. The phrase, prehab beats rehab, every time.
That's it. Prevention isn't about slowing down, it's the real speed hack. You don't wait for things to break before you start being smart. You start smart, keep everything smooth, less stress, less drama.
So here's how prehab really works in business. In sports, athletes use warm-ups like FIFA 11 Plus to prevent injuries before the game even starts. In business, our version is just as simple and just as powerful. It's a 5-minute start of shift loop. Spot the risks, name the win, live the why. Call out what could trip you up today and how you'll prevent it before it becomes a problem. Lock in the one goal that matters most, the clear win for the day. Then finish with purpose. Challenge the team to decide how they'll serve each other and their clients in a way that goes 1% beyond what anyone expects. Quick, clear, and proven. It's the business warm-up that keeps the fires from ever starting.
And we've built our own prehab menus that work no matter your role. For accounting, before sending invoices, spot the risk. Did you double-check amounts and attachments? Square it before you share it so no angry emails later. For baristas and servers, start by spotting the risks. What's out of stock? What could derail the rush? Say it before customers order it. For IT, it's the same principle. Run a quick pre-mortem before deployment and plan your backup. That's how you prevent a crisis, not react to one. Then comes naming the win. What's today's one clear objective? Maybe it's getting payroll out clean, keeping the lunch line flowing, or pushing that release live without bugs. Whatever it is, everyone knows the play. And finally, our why. How are we living it? Ask, how are we serving the team and the client today in a way that goes beyond expectations? For sales, that might mean walking into the first call with energy that lifts the room. For service teams, it might mean catching a detail the client didn't even know to ask about. It's not about stretching or posture drills. It's about showing up prepared, focused, and committed to purpose. These 5-minute habits pay off all shift long, fires prevented, goals met, and clients served better than they expected.
Let's hammer this home with some fast role plays. Jake, you're the barista. Imani, want to jump in as the supervisor?
The grinder starts making that scary, I'm about to die noise right in the middle of the rush. Instead of hoping it holds together, Jake the barista spots the risk and calls it out. 86 grinder, need a backup on beans. Instantly, the supervisor shifts someone to cover drinks, another teammate grabs the spare grinder, and the line keeps moving. The win for the day stays intact, orders out fast, no meltdown, no angry customers. And in that moment, the crew also lives the why. They've got each other's backs, and they serve the customers without missing a beat. That's the difference. If you wait and pray, you're in rehab mode, scrambling to fix a mess. If you spot it early and act, you're in prehab mode, proactive, prepared, and still in control.
On the desk side, say I'm prepping a big invoice batch. Before I hit send, Miles runs the spot the risks check, amount, due date, correct attachment. He catches one off, and that's one angry client email that never happens. The win stays on track, invoices clean, cash flow steady. And in that moment, we also live the why, protecting the team's time, serving the client with accuracy, and proving we care about getting it right the first time. That's not busy work, it's prehab. These aren't just checklists, they're fire drills for your workflow.
Or take a 5-minute pre-mortem. Let's assume this deployment flopped. Why? The team calls it out, spotting the risks before they're real. Someone flags a missing rollback path, now fixed before launch. The win stays safe, a smooth release, no scrambling at midnight. And you've also lived the why, serving clients with reliability they can trust, and sparing your team from another burnout fire drill. That's prehab in action, crisis prevented, confidence built.
These aren't tiny exercises, they're team habits. Spot the risks, name the win, live the why. 3 quick moves that reset the day before it even starts. Maybe it's a checklist before invoices, a menu scan before the rush, or a pre-mortem before a deployment. Whatever your world, the play is the same. Prehab means you fix things forward, not after they break. It's fast, it's simple, and you don't need permission. Start tomorrow, start with your crew, and watch how the fires stop before they ever spark.
Now let's talk about the mental game, why prehab matters beyond clipboards and checklists. In the NBA, they use load management. Star players sit out games not because they're weak, but because they're preparing for the long run. Push too hard, too fast, and injuries spike. Work is no different. Stress and burnout are preventable, but only if you're smart enough to do the prehab. That's where spot the risks, name the win, live the why comes in. It's not just about starting strong, it's about staying strong. 5 minutes of prehab in the morning saves hours of firefighting later. You spread the load, cut the wasted time, and keep your energy steady so you're always ready, not scrambling, not burned out, just in control from the first hour to the last.
This is where micro breaks are game changers. You don't need a week-long retreat to recover, just 2-minute resets throughout the day, like the Seahawks build in mindfulness rituals. Here's 3 quick wins. 1. Lock down your sleep before any big push. Sleep isn't a splurge, it's a skill. 2. Before heavy tasks, 2 minutes, spot the risks, name the win, live the why. Breathe, visualize, if-then plan, what's the win, what's my 1% more than expected. 3. Run a pre-mortem. Imagine what could go wrong before it does. Simple, proven, and doable today.
Let me run you through the pain of skipping prehab. I used to grind head down through back-to-back 12-hour shifts thinking, I'll catch up later. Guess what? I ended up pulling 2 double reworks, had to fix a bunch of avoidable mistakes, and needed an entire Saturday just to catch my breath. Next job, I set up a checklist, was thoughtful and intentional about the risks, the goal, and the why, flagged issues before they happened, stayed focused on daily goals, the team and the client.
Simple way to know if this is working? Notice how many breakdowns or hero fixes you're running at 3 p.m. or after your third call. If that count drops, your prehab plan is paying off. The fewer last-minute panics, the more your system is working. You don't need a wearable or an app, just notice. And if you do hit a pothole, update your routine. That's the prehab mindset, prevent, adapt, and win more often.
Here's the wrap. To actually make a change, do the action items. Try the warm-up loop. Spot the risks, name the win, live the why. First thing tomorrow. Post in the community. We want you sharper, safer, and more resilient, not just at work, but in life.
And don't just listen, do it. Prehab only works when you do it. Nobody wins by waiting for somebody else to fix things. Let's see what you've got tomorrow.
All right, crew, remember, champions aren't born, they're built on habits like these. Start small, start today, and keep that energy rolling.
Spot the risks, name the win, live the why. Stay sharp, stay humble. See you in Chapter 5.
You have been listening to Hustle and Heart. Remember, champions aren't born, they're built on small daily choices.